Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a puzzle by Llama King 14 today called Crazy Consecutives, and there's a lot of consecutives to discover in this puzzle. We'll have a look at that in a moment. It's a fascinating setup, and I'll go through the rules for you. But first of all, don't let me forget to remind you about Patreon, where every month we have a new puzzle hunt on the first of the month. February, the Paint by Numbers Institute's rather marvellous Are You My Mama? March, the also marvellous Nurikabi puzzle pack by Blobs. Really looking forward to bringing that to you. And do check it out when it's out on the 1st of March. Now, there will in due course be solution videos. And there will, of course, solution videos to the Are You My Mama and loads of other stuff on Patreon. There are crossword videos every month, connections videos more than once a week, loads of interesting stuff there. Do check it out. Now, what else have we got? We've got our apps which feature Fog of War Sudoku, the latest one, but there are also Killer Sudoku apps and Domino Sudoku and Line Sudoku, so quite a bit of relevance to today, although there's no fog in the grid, but they are great fun. We've had a number of emails in recently from people who've binged every single one of our apps and are thirsty for more, which is great. We do try and keep you inundated with content for those people who want lots and lots. And they should also be looking at SVEN'S SUDOKU PAD, which is top quality, really high-class software, on the links under the video, along with our merchandise, which is maybe less high quality, but fun. And we are trying to have fun as we do Sudoku every day. The recent emails from people like, well, I'm not going to name names, but there have been some lovely emails. Simon's been reading out a couple of them, and people are very kind about how we help them through difficult times. It's absolutely a byproduct. It is not something we're aiming to do. It's something that just luckily happens for some people. And it brings us great joy, if I'm honest. Anyway, another thing that's going to bring you great joy is having a go at Crazy Consecutives by Llama King 14. And I'm going to go through the rules now. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So 1 to 9 will go in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Hurrah! Along the marked diagonal, there are no repeats, so the digits 1 to 9 appear on that as well. Oh no, hang on. It's a very different rule. Along the marked diagonal, place the digits 1 to 9 once each in consecutive order, one way or the other. Wow! Okay, we haven't often seen that rule for the diagonal. Within each cage of size n, place the digits 1 to n such that the digits form a consecutive string where each digit touches all the digits with which it is consecutive, either orthogonally or diagonally. So you can see that you could put 1, 2, 3, 4 into this shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you could then draw a line. I suspect the pen tool is going to be useful today. 1, 2, 3, 4. The line might go in that shape, or it might go like that. I think this shape militates that there must be a diagonal line at least once in this box. And actually an orthogonal line at least once in the box. Out of the 3 lines you will draw in that cage, one will be diagonal and one will be orthogonal. I don't think I'm helping you, I'm just noticing it. Now, this consecutive string is allowed to cross over itself. Not all cages are necessarily given. I think that's probably obvious. There is a hint in the rules. I'm not even going to read it. I don't know what it is. Digits marked by a white dot are consecutive with each other. That hint, depending on how I get on with the puzzle, that hint that I mentioned may not appear when you download the puzzle. Digits marked by a white dot are consecutive with each other, and not all white dots are necessarily given, nor are they necessarily along a consecutive string. I don't quite know what that means. Anyway, let's give it a try. I'm going to restart the clock. Let's get cracking. So this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in one order or the other. So 5 must be in the middle, surrounded by 4 and 6. This pair are 3 and 7. This pair are 2 and 8. and this pair are 1 and 9. And I guess since there are 5 3x3 boxes here which are fully encaged. Oh, look at this 2. That has to be next to 1 and 3. So 1 and 3 go there. We're either going... Yeah, I don't know. This is 7, 8, 9 in some order. I don't think I can figure that one out. Now, 4 here. Well, I was going to say it can't be surrounded by 7 and 8, but nonsense. Of course it can. Easily. That 4 still has 3 cells that can touch it. Oh, this is consecutive with 4 or 6, so this is 3, 5 or 7. That's not that useful. This is the digits 1 to 4. Now that might be relevant. For this to be 3, that would have to be the 3 in that cage. Okay, I'm coming back to box 9 to have a little think about how it works. Okay, the line definitely ends or finishes like that because it's 9, 8, 7 or 1, 2, 3. Actually, the same's true up there. So, if this is a 7, that is definitely a 6. Ah, and then you cannot connect to the 4 within 2 moves. Because you'd have to kind of come through here to get back to the 4, not in 1 move. So that's not the 7, that's 3. There we go. That's sorted out the direction of this diagonal line. 4 there, remove 7 from there. 4, 5, 6, that has to be 7. Then 8, 9 can be in any order. I mean, I could draw, I don't know if there's much point drawing what bits of that line I have found. Oh, let's do it. Let's commit to drawing the lines. So 3 goes to 4 there. Now, 5 can't be here. Oh, 5 could be here. Right, these 5 cells, oh no, I was going to say they join together in a continuous string, but actually I don't know. It could be 5 here, 6, 7, 8, 9, or it could be 5 here in the corner, 6, 7, and then 8, 9 in some order. So I'm actually going to pencil mark this stuff in. If 5 was there, then that has to be 6. 7's always in the same place, and there's the benefit, oops, there's the benefit of pencil marking. I get that 7. This 3 is looking at that cell, that's a 5 now. This can't be 5, there we go. 5, 6, 7, and then I can't decide the order of the 8 and 9. I can draw my line there. Now, let's look up this column. Oh, first of all, that can't be a 3, but neither of these can be 4. Now, where is the 4 here? Wherever 4 is in this T-shaped cage, the 3 must be in the middle bit, so it's not there. Oh, if this was 4, what could this digit be? It's not allowed to be 3 or 5, so that's not 4. This is 4. Now it doesn't, I mean, apart from the fact that 3 is in one of those cells, it really doesn't tell me a lot about how 1, 2, 3 connect up. So I'm kind of finished with this cage, having done that much pencil marking. This one, that 5 has to touch a 4, and that can't be in those cells, so it must be there. That 4 then has to touch a 3, but that can be in any of these suddenly. The 5 has to touch a 6 in one of those two. Okay, let's have a look into the corner. Oh no, one of those is a 6. I guess we're going to go round in some direction. So after that 6, you can't go to a 5 diagonally away from it, because then you'd cut off the corner. So the 5 is in a corner. Then, having done 6, 5 there or there, the 4 will be up here somewhere. And the 3 will be the crossover cell. So that's actually a 3, 4 pair. That's weird that you can find that out. Then 2 and 1 could be in either order in any of these cells. So Yeah, I'm going to change the marking to 512 in those and 612 in these. And that is fully pencil marked, that box, as far as I can get at the moment. Now I've still got this thing to do. Oh, this is the digits 1 to 5. Oh, it's absolutely straightforward when you remember that. 2 has to appear in this box, in this cage, so it's there. Well, I think this has to be 1. If 1 was there, it would get, this cell would get cut off. So that's 1. And we can just fill in 3, 4, 5. That is the easiest and most helpful cage in the puzzle, and therefore the one that Mark came to last. Now, 5 is not looking at potential 5 or 4, so that doesn't sort out box 1. It does sort out box 5, or most of it. It sorts out the beginning of box 5. 2, 6. This has to be a 7 because it's seeing that 8, 9 pair. And that's 8 or 9, but we know what it is from the digit in the corner. And now we've finished box 9, including its line. 3, 1, 7, 2. We need an 8. That has to be here in box 8. 4 in column 4. 8, 2, 3, 5. I thought I was going, yes, 9 in this box, and then 5 and 6, and they're finished as well. The box is complete. That is 1, 2, or 3, but it can't be 3 because that's in one of these cells. This is a 6, 8 pair, but we know the order because we've got an 8 in the top 2 rows. This is 5, 7, 9, and I can remove some of those candidates, but not others. Right, we got a 6 here. That's perfect. This can't be 6, so this is 6. My pencil marking was rubbish, wasn't it? It was absolute nonsense. It was right for 6 and it was wrong for everything else. Because after that 6, we could go 5, 4, 3. Actually, now we can't. But the pencil marking was bogus because previously I'd forgotten that you could cross over the line again, even though I was allowing us to cross over it later. Anyway, now we cannot go 5 there, because that would have to be 4 to avoid getting cut off. And it's not allowed to be 4. So 5 has got to be here to stop 4 getting cut off. That's 4, that's 3. And then we're down to a 1, 2 pair that I can't resolve yet. I'm sorry about the erroneous pencil marking. If you commented on it already, you were right. Now, I've got a 1, 2 pair in the top row. 9, 3, 1, 2, 8. That sees 5 and 6 in the columns. This is 4 or 7. If it was 7, what would this digit be? It's not allowed to be 6 or 8, so that's not possible. This is a 4, that's a 3, this is a 5. That gives us 7 here. The 5 in box 1 sorts out the 9, 5 pair. 3 in row 3 is there. These are from 1 to 8, and then we've got 6, 7, 9 to fit in here, and that's become fairly straightforward. Okay, this white dot is going to sort out our 1, 2 pairs, I think. This is also 1 or 2 though, so maybe it's not yet. I think we're going to have to do this whole cage. 5, 9, 4, 2, 7... 2, 7, 8, 9. That one can't be 7, this one can't be 2. I've got to think about the structure of this. So 3 can't be there, it must be in one of these 2 cells. This is 1 or 2. And 3 is here and 4 is here. So this one is touching the other of 1 or 2 in one of these cells. And 3 is also in one of those cells. So that is a 1, 2, 3 triple now. That's now a 7, 8, 9. This is a 6. This can't be 7 because you couldn't pick up both 8 and 9. So this one is 7. And this is 8. And that's 9. And then we get this box done. This is going to feed on. So we've got the cage, 2, 1. The deadly pattern is erased. This becomes a 2. Now, I can't necessarily do 1 and 3 in order, but I can draw the line for the rest of those. actually I can draw the line in this cage now because 8 and 9 have been resolved. This 1-3 pair, oh, they get resolved by that 1 that I didn't see that. So get a little bit of zigzag at the start of that one. Now, this is probably going to be very easy even to fill in the cage without even thinking about the line that we have to draw in it. Yes, 8, 9, 1. Okay, we get that much done. Let's just see if we can finish box 7. I think we can first. Got 1 7 here. There we go. So that's going to give me 7 and a 2 here. Before I fill that in, let's complete the lines that we haven't done. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the top cage. And then in this cage, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Delighted to see that it works because I hadn't actually confirmed that yet. And it does. And there we go. That's not too difficult at all. Very approachable puzzle by Llama King 14. That's 11 minutes 20 seconds. And, well, I mean, I made an error in terms of the pencil marks up here. That didn't actually cost me because I didn't try and use the error until I realised it existed. But I did miss a number of things as we were going along that were really quite straightforward for some time. So that is a very approachable puzzle. That's nice. That's the sort of thing we like. So I hope you had fun having a go at that. I will definitely be mentioning in either the video title or the thumbnail that it is approachable. And it was good. So thank you for watching as always on the channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.